Travel Tidbits podcast, hosted by the agents of Pineapple Escapes. Join us as we discuss the latest in travel news, destinations, and tips for the savvy traveler. After all, travel makes life sweeter.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Travel Tidbit episode number 14. My name's Kristi Shear, and I'm one of the agents for Pineapple Escapes. Today, I'm going to be talking about my top 5 attractions at Epcot. If you listened to the Travel Tidbit episode number 6, that was my top 5 at Magic Kingdom. So you know I am basing this on the premise that I am taking someone to Disney who's never been there. It's their first visit, and they're never going to return to Disney, which would be the worst thing ever. Or, well, I guess the worst thing would be if they never got to go in the first place. But I'm going to go through these in no particular order, but I'm going to start out with my absolute favorite ride in any of the parks, which is Soarin' Around the World. Soarin' is a ride that lets you hang glide and be swept from one location to another around the globe. This is not a thrill ride, so those of you who know me are probably surprised that this is my favorite, but it is so relaxing. With its 80-foot IMAX screen and infusion of sense and motion, it's one ride that I would just love to push play over and over and just be able to sit on it because it is just so relaxing. So that tops out my list and actually my top throughout any of the parks. Number 2, I'm going to a favorite, especially among the younger crowds, but I think adults really enjoy it too. And that is Frozen Ever After. So this is a ride where you're in a boat and you travel to the North Mountain and you see Anna and Elsa and Olaf and the whole group from Frozen. And you get to see some beautiful scenes, take a few little plunges in the boat, which are fun. And then you also get some awesome music from Frozen. So I think this is a favorite for a lot of people. The effects in it are really good, the latest that you can find. Plus, you get the wonderful music from Frozen to sing along. So I think it's a favorite of all ages. You might remember this was previously used in a Norway type adventure. Number 3 on my list is Journey into the Imagination with Figment. So this is another nostalgic ride where you're accompanied by Figment. Now, Figment is a dragon who takes you on a tour, and you get to discover how your 5 senses play into your imagination. So this ride is nice because there's usually not too long of a wait line for it, and it's always on my must-do list. I just still enjoy it. It's a great one for little ones to go on. And the only advice I give is to make sure you hold your nose when you go through the stink lab. So number 4 is Test Track. This ride allows you to design your own virtual car, and then you're able to compete with others that you're with as you run it through the courses to see how it does as a car. So it's going to be exposed to weather and bumps and hills and braking and all kind of things like that. You know, my favorite part is there's just something about when you exit that dark building and that Florida sunshine hits you and you're going 65 miles an hour around the building that is just really exhilarating. The other nice thing about this one, it has a component afterwards where you can actually pose for a picture with the test car that you designed. And then they also have a lot of other really cool cars in there that you can take pictures with. So a good one, especially for guys and boys, because it's geared towards that racing car kind of theme. And last of all, I've chosen the Grand Fiesta Tour starring the 3 Caballeros. And this is in the Mexican section of the world. And it's another oldie but goodie. And this boat ride lets you go through the Rio Grande, past some famous sites as you're searching for Donald Duck. And I really like the scenery of this one. I love the opening scene as you are in a darkened sky with the stars and you have the diners in the Mexican restaurant sitting at their candlelit tables. I think it's just really neat the way that is set up. And plus you get to see some famous sites along the way as you go searching for Donald Duck. So those are my top 5 for Epcot. So I would encourage you, leave us a comment if you have others that are your favorite. You can leave it here or you can leave it on the Pineapple Escapes Facebook page. Also, if you're getting ready for a trip, we would love to help you. You can get us involved by emailing us at info@pineappleescapes.com, and we will do our best to make this your best trip ever. Thanks, and have a great day.
We hope you've enjoyed today's episode of the Travel Tidbits podcast hosted by Pineapple Escapes. Travel makes life sweeter. Let the experts help you plan a vacation with lasting memories. We'd love to help you plan your next vacation and have you join our community. You can find us on the web at www.pineappleescapes.com and on Facebook and Instagram at Pineapple Escapes.